Hello and welcome to Froggy Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the mixed loop stitch. So this stitch is really nice and simple, and it just uses front and back loops of half double crochet stitches to create this really pretty texture. So to start this stitch, you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 2 plus 2 plus 2 for your turning chain.
To start this stitch, we're going to start in the 4th chain from our hook, and we're going to make a half double crochet in that chain. The turning chain counts as our first stitch, so the half double crochet we've just made is our second stitch. And now we're going to make a half double crochet in each stitch across. So row 1 is all half double crochet in every stitch. Okay, once we reach the end of the row, we're going to turn and chain 1. In the first stitch of the row, we're going to make a half double crochet. So this stitch relies on the half double crochet having 3 loops. This one here is your front loop. This one here, well, the front loop is actually the 3rd loop, so that's the magic loop. That's the extra loop created because of the half double crochet. So technically this is your front loop here, and then your back loop is back here. Okay, so we're just going to work our first half double crochet into the 2 normal loops, which is ignoring this front loop and just working the 2 regular loops. I'm just going to mark that stitch. Okay, so your next stitch is going to be in this magic loop. This is the very front loop, but this is the extra loop of the half double crochet. And you're going to work into that loop only and make a half double crochet. The next stitch, we're going to work in the back loop only, which is this one back here. So we've got the 2 other loops here. Here's the magic loop, here's the front loop, and we're working into the very back loop, making a half double crochet. And we're going to repeat those 2 stitches all the way across the row. So working in the very front loop in the next stitch, and then working in the back loop of the next one, and repeat that across the row. This can get a little bit confusing with that front stitch, so you must do a little bit of stitch counting to make sure all stitches are accounted for, but you will have the same number of stitches in each row. Yep. Okay, and the final stitch of the row is made into the regular 2 loops, which in this case is the turning chain, so we've only got 2 loops anyway. But in repeats of this row, it will be in the regular 2 loops. And we do that just to make sure that the sides are stable and they don't come apart when they're pulled. And so you'll get this staggered look of the 2 different stitches front and back. So now we're going to turn. For row 3, chain 1 and make a half double crochet in the first stitch. Again, make that in the 2 regular loops, ignoring that very front one because that's the magic loop, that extra loop the half double crochet creates. And this time we're going to start in the back loop only. So the magic loop, the very front, which is the very front one here, the normal front loop, and then the back loop back here. And then in the next stitch we work into this magic very front loop. In the next stitch we work in the back loop, and we continue that pattern. So your stitches are offset from the row below. we continue that all the way across. And then in the final stitch of the row, we're going to work into the 2 regular loops. So we've got a nice stable edge. And you'll get this offsetting of where the stitches lie from the row below. So the mixed loop is a repeat of rows 2 and 3. So you just continue the 2 rows we've just done all the way until you reach the end of your project.
And there you have your stitch guide on how to crochet the mixed loop stitch. So I would love to see what you make with this pretty stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggy Frogs Ribbons and Stitch. You can find the link beneath this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for more crochet stitches, crochet patterns and hints and tips as well. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time in the next video. Bye for now.